Hello and welcome back to On the Cusp of Everything. This week we are reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Series 2, Episode 7. Yes, we are there, Episode 7, nearly done.
Not
And
to say the same about the American one.
I know, right? Didn't even see it this week. Ugh.
By
Let's
the way,
see.
we're both wearing shirts today
I mean, your
with black.
shirt
Mine
seems
is a
to be,
turtleneck, so it's a bit cooler.
your shirt is blending in more with your background.
That is true. I didn't even realize that. Even like the yellow. Wow, that
Ah,
was the whole point. Category is camouflage.
okay, sure. Then I guess I got the right memo.
Yeah, camouflage is the damn sun. You
Oh
look good
no.
though. Hello, yellow.
I just thought I was doing a black and yellow movement, but
Ah, black and yellow, black and yellow. Remember when that was a thing?
that was Wiz Khalifa's come up.
I feel like he was known low key before, but then probably
I'm
definitely a
not gonna lie, I didn't know him until I saw black and yellow, to be very honest.
bit. Okay, RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
So this week on Drag Race, we start off with the library being open. We end
Mhm.
up having our lockdown superheroes as well. What did you think about everything?
This I thought it was a fun episode. I said that to you. I like after watching it, I was just like I actually laughed quite a bit from the episode, and
Mm-hmm.
just because of how everyone was, I thought Ahora was so funny. I thought Taste was being hilarious, and I thought Bimini and even Lawrence. Bimini actually was a bit quiet, in terms of not so much in the forefront this week, but Lawrence as well was just giving me crackers throughout the whole thing. I was just laughing most of the time, really.
What?
Just swatting away any negative energy. Yeah, how about you? What do you think?
I thought that this week was very interesting. I thought there was a lot of shade going on, regardless of the library being closed. They were going at it from the beginning till the end. I thought it was very unnecessary and so mean.
What parts?
At
I
the
don't.
beginning, when they were coming for Ellie for no reason, saying that she was
Oh,
coasting
Ellie
along.
and yeah, sister,
Like,
sister.
I could say so for maybe Sister Sister, but to say that Ellie was coasting along, I think is so rude because I feel as if what's happened is just that really and truly is we have the competition being smaller now, right?
Right.
So Ellie was good enough to beat all those people and to be where she is now.
So was
Therefore, she
sister,
wasn't
sister.
coasting along. I don't think that's coasting along because then that means everybody until the winner has been coasting along. Do you get what I
But
mean?
so was sister, sister.
Yeah, but I feel like as a whole, in my opinion, I can say that Ellie's looks have been so much better than Sister Sisters. Also, the only reason Taste and them lot got badges was because they were doing that Eurovision competition thing together. And that's why they all got badges. Because if it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have been getting badges. So it was irritating for them to say that about Ellie, in my opinion.
Okay, okay, I see. You're just an Ellie stan.
Yeah, let's say that. Why not? Because I think
Because
and
you can't say that and then not say the same thing about sister, sister. Because if it's being mean, mean is
no,
universal.
don't get me
Doesn't matter
wrong.
whether you like the
They
thing or
were
not.
being mean. They were
Yeah.
being mean to both of them, regardless. However, it's specifically saying that Ellie was coasting along, right?
Mhm.
Because with Sister Sister, for example, Ginny Lemon left. We don't know what would have happened, right? So we can somewhat be like, okay, was that coasting? Was it not? I'm not sure. Veronica Green left,
Yeah.
right? And I feel like I was thinking of Sister Sister as like, okay, like, is she gonna be here this week? Is she not gonna be here this week? But
Okay.
I've never thought about Ellie like that and being like, oh, Ellie's gonna leave next week.
Right. Okay. Fair.
So yeah, I just thought they were being really mean. That's all.
Fair. I
So
thought it was a cute episode. I thought it was really funny. As in like the workroom scenes and stuff was really funny, and there was just some funny, just very dumb stuff that happened. I mean, I can't pinpoint anything now, but like, you know, just I remember laughing a lot at the episode.
Yeah, no, it was funny. I mean, there was even that bit. So with Sister winning, right, winning the reading challenge, being able to get everything that she wants, and then having Ahora change her tune
That
completely, and
was
being like, "Oh, sister," I would have been like, "What the hell
it's
do you
the
do?"
way she first crept up behind the mannequin to see what sister had, and then suddenly she'd like, what?
Just me, the Cobra.
What the way she was talking, everything, it was very. I was like, "This is the cringiest moment that I'm about to see on
I
television."
thought it was hilarious. Well done, Ahura. It was so well done.
As well, having when they were having that talk and the conversation, I really do think when Raven came in and were talking to all the girls and stuff like that, before we even start talking about the runway, I am very happy that Bimini changed whatever atrocity. What was that?
She
What was
put
that?
toilet rolls as a replacement for. I mean, I got the concept, but girl, ooh, you needed that execution needed to be run by a team. Okay,
Yeah.
that could not have been
Very,
done.
very honest.
I'm so happy she changed. I
I'm
was very worried for her.
Yeah, agreed. I thought she was going to be at the bottom. I was worried for a lot of them because even Lawrence was kind of being like, "Oh, I don't even know if I can sew with this." You know, I think Sister did very well, and I think from now on, anytime they have a challenge like that, Shady Queens should do exactly the same thing. Just go on over, right, and throw everything to their side thing by almost allowing
Everything. She
yeah,
took everything and then
everything.
decided to put those things, the things that probably people would have left behind.
But that's not what I'm talking
on her
about.
body.
What I'm talking about is eliminating the competition slowly. I mean, she's the reason that Taste only had whatever she had as an option, right? She took everything, so they had nothing.
Bimini, that's true. But shit, girl, if I had taken everything, I would have showed the F out. Like, put all those fabrics together, made a beautiful eleganza gown or something. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Wow. Like, how dare you disrespect like disrespect our eyes like that? Because then now we have to cope with everyone else being shit when we know that they could have probably pulled out something good out of the bag if they had the right
Exactly.
material.
But I just feel I didn't know that was allowed, that you were just allowed to just throw the stuff behind you and keep them. So all I'm saying is for future queens, if they know what to do with it better, then definitely do the same thing, because that way you know you're eliminating the competition very quickly, especially if they're being shady to you in the first 5 minutes of the show starting.
Yeah.
So let's
I
talk
shit.
about the runway. So the queens were challenged to become lockdown super heroes. And the first person we have on our runway, unfortunately, is Taste. What did you think about this?
I felt so. First of all, the fact that the girl was like refusing to wear a corset or anything like that was insane. Second of all, I saw the vision, and as soon as I saw there was no bottom, I was like, "They're gonna hate this. Michelle is gonna hate this." I was like, "Come on, Taste, put something, get some cardboard or something, and add some rhinestones to it." I don't know, like that bottom was. I saw where she was going with it, and it could have been so beautiful had it been finished.
Yeah, agreed. I think actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's a good thing she actually put on a corset in the end, because we saw what just happened to her hand. I think that if she did have something at the bottom, it would have actually been executed very well if it was the same material, because I did like the top. I liked it. I like the colors. It looked like one of those weird fluffy jumpers, to be very honest, from one angle. So yeah, it was just unfinished to me, so it could have been better. The next person we have on our runway is Lawrence Chaney. What did you think about Lawrence Chaney?
I thought Lawrence Chaney's was cute. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't the worst. IMO.
Yeah, I liked it. I really did. I was surprised what she was able to do with it. It
I
wasn't
like the
a lot.
storyline as well. The storyline was It was cute. It was very Lawrence Chaney. It was on brand.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Like I said, yeah, I enjoyed it completely. It was Lawrence Chaney just being Lawrence Chaney. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Next, Ahora. What did you think about Ahora?
Ahora this week became like, she showed out. This was her challenge. She was coming to like slay. She is that pop. That was my favorite thing ever. When she did that, I was like, I want one of these, whatever that is. She just went pop, and it was like those geckos, you know, the ones that the freaking animals that got.
That's exactly what I thought about as well. It was great.
I was like, that is gorgeous, beautiful, well executed. Like, yes, girl, use your degree. Damn straight. You did not pay all that money to come out looking not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, girl.
Yeah. Agreed. Now, what I thought was very interesting and what I thought was very shady, I don't know if anybody else noticed.
I know what you're
right?
gonna
The
say.
blue mouth that she did. How dare you read Sister in the beginning of the episode, like, who else are you gonna copy today? And you end up copying her and getting compliments for it. Oh, get out of here. I mean, it was great. It was still great.
I thought it was hilarious.
I
And she
saw
probably
her do that. I'm like, I wonder what Sister said about this, because this is her iconic look. And that's the number one thing that I actually like about Sister as well.
that's the one thing that I didn't like. And then I saw it on her and I was like, yeah.
All right. Well, next we have Bimini Bon Boulash.
Mama. I mean, I was like pleasantly surprised when she walked out, because she didn't wear that atrocity that she was making first, but it wasn't amazing. It was cute. It was nice, and she did try to put Bimini in it, but if we looked at it like constructually compared to, like, I mean, after you see Ahora, it was kind of like, dang, you know, there was just some other stretches, but it was good. It was very good for probably a last minute change outfit type thing.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't understand the reference. I'm not that familiar with I believe she said it was Vivienne Westwood reference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that familiar with the designer that much at all. I didn't like it. Personally, I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, really and truly, it's just a curtain draped around her chest. But it is what it is. Like, it was like, I guess maybe because they understood the reference, that's why they liked it.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of it, to be very honest. And at one point, I really thought
Bimini
that it was going to be her and Taste at the bottom.
Yeah, I did for a second. I'm so glad it wasn't.
I'm glad it wasn't either, because I was
oh, that would have been so
be
tragic.
dramatic ending, because as Sister and Ellie would have been surviving just for them to, it would have been the best ending of that episode.
Hell no.
Bottoms.
Like, if that had happened and Bimini had walked away, if Rue hadn't done a candy muse on Bimini, then
yeah,
I don't know. Anyway.
Next, Ellie Diamond.
Miss Ellie Diamond.
Well, I thought personally.
Katy Perry, I thought straight away. Sorry, go on.
Did you really?
Straight away. As soon as she walked out, I was like, Katy Perry.
Okay. I can see why, because I think one of the judges said that as well, that they thought it reminded them of Katy Perry. I just thought, it was okay, if that makes sense. I like the fact that she managed to do what she wanted to do.
Right.
I saw on the sketch that it was kind of similar to what she wanted to do. So I was like, okay, like, it worked. And
she executed her vision.
Exactly. And what I like about these challenges overall is they're really using nothing to make something, instead of the other one where they were using material to make something. So I feel like that would have been a lot easier. So for her to make that and even use the plunger to make it look like a lollipop, I completely forgot that was a plunger. So I kind of liked that aspect of it. So yeah, she did really well.
She definitely did do well in terms of construction. I think, like, you could see that she's a skilled, designer and creator, which I appreciated. But it wasn't my favorite. So
Mm,
I just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, Katy Perry. I was like, okay,
mm.
cute, I guess. But it was very like on brand for Ellie, just
Yeah.
cute. Yeah.
Well, next, and we've all been waiting to talk about her, sister.
I mean, I already said what I felt earlier, and it was so in the night garden, and it just looked, the concept, I saw what concept she was trying to go for, and I appreciate the concept, but the execution was so poor. It was just so on, yeah, CBBS, very like, yeah, I've in the night garden was the
I
best way to describe it.
I think it's offensive to say that you would see this on CVBs or in the night garden. All right. Because really and truly, she was just wearing a jumpsuit. And what she really did was make all these side pieces. She paid more attention to making big side pieces and holding it. Like the
Yeah, but that's the
flower,
whole point. It
she was
looks like it should be
holding the
in a
flower. It was
pantomime.
exactly.
It should, this should be like on a stage as a background feature, like the talking flower. You know what I mean? Like, hello, my name is Rosabella. It's like that kind of thing.
It was not done properly. She could have put like flowers around her actual head properly, because the flowers or whatever she had around her head matched too much of her wig, so it looked ridiculous. Like
You couldn't see her face.
yeah, exactly. It was really
And
bad.
for me, I wish she had done that on one of her arms where she has the vine and the leaves, and like how it drapes around. I wish that was the main feature, like having flowers, making herself look like a fairy, godmother, like just
Yeah,
a
I mean, she
beautiful
could have
element of
been
the
the fairy.
English gardens. Do you know what I mean? Like literally like portray the English gardens, and then had those props maybe behind her, so it didn't, so it was like flowers but maybe didn't really distract, or below her, whatever. It just looked very very pantomimey, very like,
Yeah,
which I guess is of British nature, and is quite.
I think just to help you out there, I just think collecting everything that you did, you should have done more with it, or you don't have to use everything that you picked up. You really don't have to use it all. The pettiness is there. That's why I said, like, the pettiness is there. I'd have been like, yeah, I've got it all and you guys can't have it, and I'm not going to use it all either. you know but it's just the fact that you've now got options, and I feel like she really
Exactly.
tried to use everything.
I feel like if I took everything out of pettiness, I would have shown them that I was going to use everything out of pettiness.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
And
saying? I'm
I
going to use,
think
no, I am using that. I'm using that. Because if I'm not using it and then I come out and I turn out a crappy look and then I get sent home, who's that showing? You know what I mean? Who's that really showing?
I know.
And
I feel like Ahora's evil eye must have been there somewhere, because that big red rose, is the pillow that Ahora wanted. Just saying.
our horror could have probably turned out a bad look, to be
Yeah,
honest.
she probably
We'll
would.
never know.
She did anyway, didn't she?
Yes.
So, what did you think then about the final lip sync? I'm not going to lie to you, there was a moment where I thought Taste might go home. And the reason I thought Taste might go home is because she was trying to do this thing, right? Where she stood towards like the exit and she was trying to go back.
Yeah.
And instead of like, I think she was trying to do this thing where she's tilting back so her head is facing the judges, but she was just staring at the ceiling. And I was like, this is it. She's going home. She just flops the whole thing.
I think that was the moment you saw her face. And then I think she had to like come back up because it was probably a hell of painful.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was that like fear at one point where I was like, oh, is Tay turning it out enough? But she turned it out. I mean, sister had to go home.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, she still had face and she was still rocking out that lip sync. Although there were some points where I was like, "Wah! Don't do that next time."
For sure. I think Sister had a good run on Drag Race. Sister was not bad in my opinion at all. I've enjoyed having Sister on Drag Race UK, but I do think it was time for her to go 100%. But I'm happy to have got to know Sister. I'm not gonna lie to you. She was definitely a joy to see. And maybe one day I'll see her in All Stars or live. Well, let us know what you guys thought about this episode. I mean, we are down to our final 5 now.
My top 3 are the same.
Your top 3 is the same. Do you want to just repeat who the top 3 is?
Tace, Bimini, and Lawrence will be top 3. But plot twist. Tace or Ahora, I think, would be top 3. Because Ahora is doing bits. If she kills it this week, she could take over Tace.
Yeah.
But my top are definitely those 4. So everyone, yeah. But my favorite is in like to reach it. I like Ellie, but I've just always wanted those 4 to make it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Those 4 were gonna be my top 4. I think I've mentioned it before. I think that unless there's another design challenge, Taste and Ahora will probably lip sync against each other. That is like a prediction that I'm making. I think them 2 will have to kick
so heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
I bet they're doing the drama.
Yeah, I mean, I feel RuPaul's even gonna do it on purpose. You know, it's gonna be like Taste, Ahora, lip sync for your life. And then one of them goes home and she'll be like, Taste, come back. Can't believe she did that with Candy, man.
Anyway, thank you guys
for watching and listening to this episode as well. Let us know what you thought about episode 7. Should Sister have gone home? Should Stacey have gone home? Let us know if Rue made the right choice. Tune in with us again next week. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, or if you're listening on the podcast, then make sure to add us to one of your favorites so you can get a notification when we post another episode.
Oh, P.S. Did you guys notice we got new cameras?
Oh yeah, I wonder if they did.
I mean, whoever ever looks back on these can see the transformation. Look how clear it is. You can see the details now.
Well, I don't want you guys to see the details on my face, so bye.
Peace out. I hate you so much.
What?